All right, we're back, 8:44, and this morning we're going to help you prepare your holiday meal, especially if beef is on the menu. Our expert here, Jackie Medill from the Washington Beef Commission, is here with some advice on how to pick the perfect roast. Jackie, good morning. Always good to have you. All right, so what do we need to know about the cut and the size and the weight of the roast?
All the things.
All the things. What do we need to know about all the things?
When you walk into the grocery store or to your local butcher shop and you're trying to decide what you're going to serve your family, which we're getting pretty close. People need to start deciding what they're going to serve.
And a lot of us feel pressure when it comes to this, so we need some inside scoop.
You want it to be a really fabulous meal because it's special and you want to impress. You're also making a fairly big investment in your meal. Any of these traditional holiday roasts, which would be maybe a tenderloin roast or a standing rib roast, also known as a prime rib, they're big pieces of meat and they're expensive pieces of meat, and we want them to be as amazing as possible. So,
and so what options do we have?
Yes, absolutely. So in my family, our tradition is a standing rib roast, prime rib roast, holiday roast, called a lot of different things, but that's this big boy right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and pick this guy up for you. You can see that there's ribs on the bottom. This is a lot like a ribeye steak, if you're used to ordering that or grilling that on your own. This is just before you cut it into steaks. This is what he looks like. So you can see this is actually a choice roast, not a prime roast, but it's still called prime. A prime rib, generally speaking. So your first thing to do is to talk to your butcher. Have them go ahead and cut the ribs off for you and then tie them back on. You can see how this is like trussed back on. That saves you a whole huge step in the kitchen and makes carving when you're done cooking so much easier. Just snip these strings, pull the ribs to the side, slice these big, beautiful slices of beef, and you're good to go. And then you can let your kids fight over the ribs. That's what my kids do. So in our house, we have generally 6 to 8 adults eating and a whole herd of children. But let's face it, they're just eating cookies anyways, and apparently ribs. So what I generally like to say is for every rib, there's about 2 pounds.
Okay.
And for every person, you should plan on about a ½ pound.
Okay.
So generally a good equation, because that's before you cook it, and you're gonna lose a little bit of weight. Some of the fat's gonna drip off. When you do get, so that's when you're in the grocery store talking to your butcher saying, how much do I need? That's gonna help you do a little math.
It's good that the meat's losing some weight, because we're not.
Exactly. It's holidays.
It's that
calories
time of
don't
year,
count.
I know.
Christmas calories don't count, just like birthday calories. So when you do get your roast home, you want to prep it by either putting it in a roasting pan. If you don't have a roasting pan, you're okay. These ribs actually work a bit as a roasting pan themselves.
Oh, okay.
But you want to put the fat side up and the rib side down. And then you're gonna give it a little love. You're gonna give it some salt and pepper, fresh herbs, or I actually think this is a really great recipe. This is dark roast coffee, some brown sugar, a little salt.
All right.
Some garlic powder, paprika, and then brown sugar bourbon.
Oh my.
Right?
Wow.
We love this because it's very Northwesty.
Wow, we just made our own rub. That's cool.
We just made our own rub. You're gonna mix this up, and you could put this on your roast and let it set for about an hour before you even put it in the oven.
Okay.
So you're gonna get your oven nice and hot, about 450 degrees. Let that come all the way up to temperature, and then you know, let your rested roast kind of do its thing. This is gonna get messy. It's okay though. It's all right. That's what God gave us all hands for.
Yeah, well, I'm glad we have the professional here for
But this is gonna make a beautiful crust on your roast. And it's gonna look really, really beautiful. It's gonna have a beautiful dark brown color. That sugar is gonna crystallize and you're gonna be good to go. So you're gonna put this in the oven. And then the most crucial thing is to use a meat thermometer. So you can use one of these guys.
Okay.
You can just check it every 30 minutes or so. Or you can get, you know, all techie, and you can actually get these that, you know, connect to your iPads and your phones and your watches and everything. You can put this guy in, and this little cord comes out of the oven, and then the alarm goes off. When it reaches about a big piece of meat like this, 115 to 120 degrees, and it's done, because it's gonna continue cooking when you take it out of the oven. It's gonna come up to that perfect medium rare. It's gonna be juicy and beautiful.
And that's what you want,
and it's
medium
gonna be good
rare
to go.
is kind of the
medium rare is
spot.
the way to go. You don't wanna overcook a big, beautiful roast like this. The ends are gonna be more done because it's so big, so you're gonna be good to go. People that want it more done are gonna have it more done. People that want it more medium, medium rare to rare, they get the middles.
All right, good stuff. Jackie Medill, always a pleasure. I would shake your hand.
I'll
give
you an elbow bump. There we go. That's what chefs do, right?
All right, and stick with us this morning. We're going to keep Jackie around. In 1 hour, she's going to show us the best way to serve your roast for the perfect dinner. So that is coming up.